guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching once again. Today I'm bringing you a makeup tutorial because you guys have been really asking for Makeup Revolution to be tried and tested on my channel, so I'm gonna give you your first impressions. This is the first time I'm trying any Makeup Revolution products, so it's on camera, they were all sealed, and yeah, you can just see what I think about it, what I loved, what I didn't enjoy, and yeah. Okay, so I went and did some shopping at Clicks, and I know it's in a Bobbi Brown bag, never mind. It's all Makeup Revolution, and I tried to get enough stuff to do a full face with. Yeah, it was pretty expensive, so I didn't end up buying everything that I wanted to try. But I think let's just go through it, and as I take each product, we'll chat about it and move along. So I didn't get a primer. By the way, a lot of things were out of stock. I think everyone was really raving about it and everyone was buying Makeup Revolution, so there were some things that I wanted and I couldn't get, but I got this Pro Base Aqua priming base. The funny thing is that it doesn't really tell you anything. Like, it just says priming base, close eyes, hold 20 to 23 centimeters from face and spray. Smell is definitely different. It's supposed to, I'm assuming that it must hydrate because it's an aqua priming base. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about a priming base that doesn't really give you any information. I'll maybe look online and see if it does anything special. I feel like with primers, okay, primers you can feel the difference, but most of the time I feel like you kind of have to wear it throughout the day, like foundation to see how long it lasts, like setting spray to see how long it lasts. So I guess this will just be more of a first impressions, but I mean, it feels pretty nice. It hydrates my skin. Oh wait, I do feel my skin feeling a little bit tacky, so I'm assuming that that's kind of like creating a base for the foundation to stick to. So I guess that's pretty cool. I kind of just quickly want to check this out. This is a baking oil, right? So this name really confused me because baking is obviously powder that you put on over your concealer and foundation and let it sit there so it can bake. This is called baking oil, but it says hydrate and prep for flawless makeup application. I just saw this now, so I'm assuming that it's for before your makeup. I mean, the directions, it says apply to clean dry skin prior to foundations. Okay, so I guess we'll be using this guy as a primer. It's funny that the products don't really have a lot of instructions on them. Like, if you look at, say for instance, this Essence primer, it tells you like it's an ultra soft primer, it has natural pink clay that gives the face a fresh touch and it minimizes pores, and you know, like, it tells you what the product does, but this kind of just gives you instructions. So I mean, okay, so the dropper is pretty cute. I'm just gonna put some straight on my face. I'm obviously thinking that this would be for dry skin. I don't think if you have oily skin this would work. It actually feels like a non-greasy oil. Yeah, it smells really good as well. Oh, this is actually really nice. Assuming, let's put under these dehydrated under eyes. It smells like lemongrass. I actually really like the way this feels on the skin. So I don't have a foundation and I don't have brow products. I'm just gonna do that off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I applied my foundation, did my brows. I must say the foundation went on quite nicely. It doesn't look like the oil is separating it or breaking it apart or making it move around the face. Like, the foundation is there. And if you want to know what foundation I use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter in Cheesecake. I got that from muse.sa on Instagram. And then brows, I just brows. So next, I've been dying to try out the concealer. I know when I did my poll on Instagram, a lot of you guys were saying that you use the Makeup Revolution concealer and you absolutely love it. I bought a very light shade because I want to use it for highlighting. You can also see that I didn't apply a lot of foundation underneath my eyes because I kind of want to see how it covers and blends and that sort of thing. So this is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour, and I mean, this one doesn't even give you give you directions. Oh, I see this concealer is actually cruelty free and vegan. Applicator kind of reminds me of Shape Tape from Tarte, so I'm just gonna ooh, this kind of feels like Shape Tape on my eyes. I can see that it's pretty opaque. We'll see how it blends out. I think I'm just going to start with that. I'm going to take my brush I use for foundation and just kind of, okay, I see it's not that opaque, like it's not exactly like Shape Tape, but that looks pretty good. Like, I'm actually quite impressed. It doesn't feel thick underneath my eyes, because usually I hate it when concealers feel so thick underneath the eyes. I really like it. I didn't think that I was going to, because usually drugstore concealers can sometimes be a real hit or a real miss, but I'm thinking this one might be a hit. I really love the way it blends out. Like, it blends out so effortlessly, but like it still conceals and it still lightens. Obviously I'm using it for highlighter, so you can see how it shapes my face a little bit, and that I absolutely love. Because the worst is also when you blend out some concealers and you can see it breaking up your foundation. Really nice. Next we have the liquid highlighter. Now these are pretty popular, especially when you look at like Cover FX. I think Cover FX started with like the liquid highlighters that went huge. A lot of people love mixing it in with your foundation. It gives you like that dewy glowy look, but today I'm going to use this one to actually add some highlighter and glow to my skin afterwards. So once again, it's got a little dropper in. I'm just going to go ahead and really just adding it in areas where I would usually place my highlighter. Okay, I'm going to use this fluffy brush from Colourpop. Kind of just I don't know, I feel like it's breaking up my foundation. Let me just try and be more gentle. Yeah, no, it's taking off my foundation. I don't know, like, it's beautiful, but sometimes you have to be so careful with liquid or cream products, because sometimes if you try and blend it out, I can definitely see it lifting my foundation. So I don't know, maybe I should I don't know if you guys can see me. Let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see on my nose, like my foundation and concealer is completely off. I mean, it's really beautiful, but it's just a pity that it breaks up my makeup. I would maybe rather mix it in with my foundation than applying it afterwards, because if you don't know what you are doing, you can mess up your whole face. I was torn between these two highlighter palettes, so I decided to get both of them. So let's see what this one looks like. And this one kind of has a gold, peachy, and a purpley highlighter in them. If I run my fingers over the product, it doesn't feel buttery though. I must say, it doesn't feel like a butter highlighter, but it doesn't look too bad. We'll have to see how it goes on. I want to look at the other palette. They don't have a lot of testers of the products, and that's why I ended up buying both palettes, because I wasn't sure what it looked like and they didn't want me to open it in store, and that's why I kind of got two. Okay, I mean, this one is the Beyond Radiance palette, and it's kind of more like a white frosty color, then a slight pink and a little bit of a rosy gold, bronzy highlighter. So when I open this up, I don't go like wow, you know. So let's just see. Like, it's not blinding, it's like a subtle glow. I don't think this will give you a blinding glow. I think let's go for the subtle one. So I'm gonna pick up this like very subtle gold highlighter and just dust that up. Okay, no, this is not for me. Like, I really don't like this. What is this? A highlighter palette? Yeah, but it's like it's not doing anything. Okay, this was a total money waste. Like this one, I'm not impressed at all. This is the Beyond Radiance palette, and I don't like it. I'm gonna go back in with this palette a little later on, like the one with the more pinky and purpley tone, and see what that looks like. But I first want to try and set. So sometimes I would use highlighter before I set my face, just because the tacky base really makes the highlighter pop. But since that didn't work with the other one, let's just move on with setting the face. So I actually wanted to try the banana powder, but it was out of stock, so I got the Bake and Finish baking powder, and this one just says baking powder ghost finish, which is the scariest name ever, because I don't think people want to look like a ghost. One thing I'm not a fan of are these salt and pepper pots, because like when you use too much product, you can't really pour it back in. So I'm just going to use the palette and kind of put a little bit of product. I'm going to bake underneath my eyes, and I can feel that the concealer is still wet. So this is not a concealer that really dries down and sets in place. I feel like you have to use powder to set it. So I'm going to take some. That looks so scary. And then I'm just using the powder to set the rest of my face. It feels really nice. Like it's very finely milled, and it feels quite satiny, which is quite cool. When I feel it on my face, it doesn't feel like drying, because that's my problem with a lot of powders. Like I don't mind baking, but it makes me look like a raisin when I dust it off, because the powder just really makes it so dry. And when I feel this on my face, it feels like it melts in with the foundation. Okay, so while we let that bake, I'm just gonna go on with my eyes, and I'm gonna apply an eyeshadow base from Urban Decay. This is just the original one, so it's not the one that already has a base. And then I went with this palette. This is the Reloaded Iconic Fever. None of the palettes I looked at was like wow for me. This one really drew my attention because of all the warm shades. I'm gonna go in with a big blending brush. I'm gonna pick up this really orange shade. I mean, that's pretty pigmented. Whoa, wowzers. Yeah, I mean, that's really pigmented. Like, it blends out so nicely as well. Like, it blends out effortlessly, and usually matte shades can be so difficult to blend because they're just dry and chalky, but this one is pigmented and it blends out very nicely. I'm really impressed. I say there is quite a lot of kickback in the palette. It's not like subculture vibes, you know. And then I'm going to take this goldy shimmery shade, which is kind of like the only light shimmer, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with that. Like, see, why can't they make their highlighter palette like this? That's much nicer. I might end up using this one as a highlighter. Got two setting sprays. One is an illuminating fixing spray. The other one is an amazing makeup fixing spray. So I'm going to use this one for the eyeshadow and highlighter, and this one I'm going to use to set. So I'm going to use some of this to really spray my brush. And yeah, I mean, that works. You can clearly see the difference from the highlight on the inner corner versus the brow bone, and I only use some fixing spray. I'm gonna go in with this matte shade over here. I mean, it's okay, it's not amazing, so that's okay. And then I really want to go in with this plummy shade and kind of build it towards the center of my lid, making it blend in with the nude color I used earlier. That is so pretty. I'm in love. This is really pretty. So as far as the eyeshadow palette goes, I think this is like my favorite product. I'm so impressed with how it blends. The mattes are beautiful, it's pigmented, it blends really well. The shimmer is really nice. I'm keen on trying the rest of the products, but so far I think this one is definitely a win for me. Definitely a win for me. I absolutely love it. The moment of truth, I'm gonna dust off this bakage. I'm gonna pick up some more powder. Okay, just really Oh wait a second, it's not that bad. So benefit, no dry under eyes, and it also catches your fallout so you don't have those irritating fallout bits, and it looks like it even cleans up the eyeshadow nicely, so I actually quite like that. Okay, so I applied my lashes, also did a bit of bronzing and blush. I want to go back to this palette, just the normal highlight palette. I'm gonna pick up the gold shade and I'm hoping that it's gonna be beautiful on its own. Let's just try some of this. That is much better. I mean, it's not blinding, but at least there is some highlighter. Something I also love doing is just using, once again, the setting spray. I'm gonna give it a spritz and then go over. Yes, now that I could deal with. Before I do my lips, I want to try the Illuminating fixing spray, and then I'm gonna apply lips. It smells so good. You see, like, it doesn't look like there's shimmer or something in it. Just looks like a normal liquid, but it says Illuminating fixing spray. So last but not least, I think this is very much to mimic the Kylie lip kits sort of vibe, because it also has the pencil in, and then you have the actual, I'm not sure if, yeah, it says liquid lipstick. So this is Echelon, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm gonna start by lining my lips with a lip pencil. Pencil is so soft, which is great, because usually drugstore makeups lip pencils are so hard. You have to really press down on them, and then you don't have control. It is so nice. Like, I absolutely really like it. The lipstick and the lip pencil definitely is the same color. I would actually like using a lighter lipstick because it kind of gives you that bit of an ombre look, but this is really beautiful. It doesn't stick together, but you can feel that it's matte. So it's beautiful. I love the shade. It's actually so beautiful. So the setting spray dried down. I don't really see any luminosity to my face apart from the highlighter that I applied, but it feels really nice. I think something like this you have to test throughout the day to kind of see if it lasts or not. I can still feel the smoothness underneath my eyes where I baked, and I actually really like the feeling of that. So yeah, that's really my first impressions on trying Makeup Revolution for the first time. I must say, overall I am pretty impressed. There's one or two misses and a few hits, which I really love. I do like the setting sprays. I do love the concealer. The eyeshadow palette is definitely my favorite product. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have ever tried Makeup Revolution products. What do you love? What do you not like or not enjoy? On this lip kit, I mean, the lip kit is also a hit from me. I think it's safe to say that you can spend some of your money on Makeup Revolution products, and I'm really happy the brand is in South Africa and more brands are coming to South Africa, which really makes it fun for us to try out. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, you must stay sweet. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.